My name is William E. Simpson II. I'm the Executive Director of Wild Horse Fire Brigade. I'm a former rancher, raised full Hereford and Suffolk sheep. I was in the FFA. I was a former logger. And now that I'm retired, I'm up here in the wilderness. I'm living with a herd of 200 wild horses that I own and manage. So living among the horses gives me a whole different perspective. I'm with them all day, every day for 10 years now. I've written a number of articles over the years, about 300 of them, and that's attracted a lot of people to my ideas about how we ought to be managing these wild horses. Some of the leading lawyers have joined me on our board. Michael Harris and Vermont Law University professor, Dr. Julie Murphy, professor of veterinary and wildlife ecology down at Arizona State, joined the board. And Dr. Wayne Linkletter from the chairman of Cal State University, Sacramento. So people have been watching what we're doing. In fact, one of our board members is a leading livestock producer. And that's Mike Schultz. I don't know if some of you don't know him, but he's a board member at RCAP. He's also working on the checkoff program. I've watched what horses do very carefully where I am. And I'm in an area where livestock production is not suitable because of predation. We have a lot of large-bodied predators, lions, bears, wolves, coyotes. So we don't have a population problem here. So I've got a lot of forensic science that shows that those animals I just mentioned manage the herd. We don't have to spend any time or money doing that. What they do that's important is they manage our fire fuel up here. In 2018, we actually helped Cal Fire stop a fire through wildfire grazing in an area where you, again, can't do livestock. When I look at the 1971 Act and what's happening with our economy, I see that things have changed quite a bit in the last 50 years. Consumer demand for products that come from the livestock industry and other industries that are operating on a lot of the public landscapes are creating conflicts for not only wildlife, but for the wild horses. And it's putting the BLM in a tough position because they're boxed in by a law from 1971. We're managing horses and livestock and other enterprises in areas that are basically it's an economic battlefield. We've got people competing for the same resources. The simple solution is to move the horses to an area where they provide a benefit. And what we've done here and proven here, we've also brought in 65 Mustangs and introduced them into our wild herd in the wilderness. They're doing very well up here. We have places in America. We have 353 million acres of private timberland. And a lot of that land is at risk of catastrophic fire right now because of the grass and brush. And a lot of that land is up here by me in the Pacific Northwest, over here, Siskiyou County, Jackson County, Curry County, and so forth. We have millions of acres here with collapsed herbivory, meaning the deer and the elk are no longer plentiful. California, down about 2 million deer. And that's just California. And California is on fire, as we've all seen. That's because those deer were grazing off about 3 million tons of annual grass and brush. My plan is simple. It's called Wild Horse Fire Brigade. We have a law that lets us move the horses. We have HR 1625, the Humane Transfer of Excess Animals, allows counties, states, municipalities to get horses from the BLM. And then they become work animals, and they're still protected, and we can put them into wildfire management, fuel management roles in areas where they're not in conflict with livestock grazing. That frees up a lot of grazing for the livestock industry and helps support the economy because consumers want the product. It also frees up the ecology of these areas that are being pressured by too many herbivores. Our solution, you can find it online, Wild Horse Fire Brigade. I'm open for any calls or questions. Our phone number is posted there. Everybody look at our board of directors and you'll see that we have professional people from all walks of life who are really good at what they do.